Welcome back to our channel, and thank you for tuning in and thank you for supporting us. But if you're new to this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please encourage us by doing so. And together, we shall make our Biafran dream a reality. Ise. The Army Chief, General Lagbaja, warns the mandate thief, INEC President TINUBU, to listen to IPOB and release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now before it's too late. Because the Fulani elites and the Caliphate are only deceiving him to do their bidding due to their hatred against Biafrans. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has told the illegitimate government of Nigeria that he will not beg for his release after being cleared by Justice Binta Yanko of the Federal High Court in Abuja. This was contained in a letter dated August 25th, 2023 and signed by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lead counsel, Barrister Mike Ezekome San. The letter was made available. Ezekome has raised concern over the deplorable condition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's detention facility in the custody of the criminal DSS. The lawyer requested that Chief Judge of the High Court of the Federal Capital Territory should appoint a magistrate to inspect the detention facility. According to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, begging for his freedom at this point will be an insult to the memory of the late Pa Mbazolike Amechi, who, despite his age and ill health, repeatedly traveled from the southeast to Abuja, pleading with the Fulani Nigerian government to honor his dying wish, which was treated with the greatest disdain and was also not honored. This was the high point of the discussion between Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and his lawyers and families. Barrister Ejiofor said, Onyendo Mazi Nnamdi Kanu used the opportunity offered by the visit to extend his heartfelt gratitude to all the people of good conscience and groups calling for his release. He, however, observed that many people may not have understood the peculiarity of his case, but proceeded to urge we Umu Chineke to clarify that he has been effectively and validly discharged by the judgment of the Court of Appeal, delivered October 13, 2022, which the judgment said also prohibited his further trial and detention. Therefore, there is no charge pending against Onyendo Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before any court in the Zoo Court, Nigeria, as of today. Furthermore, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unequivocally stated that begging the illegitimate Nigerian government to release him at this point is an insult to the memory of late Pa Mbazolike Amechi, who, despite his age and ill health, repeatedly traveled from the southeast to Abuja, begging the then Fulani evil Nigerian government to honor his dying wish, which request was treated with the greatest disdain by fake Buhari's government and was also not honored. Onyendo Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is of the firm view that he does not need to beg the mandate thief to release him. The Court of Appeal has already made a pronouncement in that regard, and that pronouncement has remained sacrosanct till date. Therefore, the call every person of goodwill should make in the circumstance of this continued illegal detention is for the compromised Supreme Court of Nigeria to set down a date for the expeditious hearing of the appeal filed by the federal government as provided in the Criminal Appeal Practice Direction of the Supreme Court. My brothers and my sisters, you can see what the zoo called Nigeria is all about. A nation that is consumed and filled with corruption and hatred for Umu Chineke. Following the criminal DSS refusal to avail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with his medical record as directed by Honorable Justice Binta Yanko in the judgment delivered on July 20, 2023, our erudite lead counsel, Professor Mike Ezekome San, was compelled by this brazen disregard to an order of the court by the criminal DSS to initiate a contempt proceeding against the State Security Service and her Director General, Yusuf Benchi, for this gross violation of positive court order. Imagine if it was a Fulani Janjaweed, they would not do this to him or her. They saw how Fulani terrorists ambushed Nigerian soldiers, murdered over 36 of them in cold blood. Even the Nigerian Air Force helicopter that came to rescue the wounded soldier was shot down, and the Fulani terrorists boasted and they were jubilating in a video. And the Nigerian military did not go after them. They did not go after them. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that has been discharged by the second highest court in Nigeria is still being kept illegally at the criminal DSS solitary confinement cell for committing no offense. Enough is enough. And that is why the Fulani Janjaweed and their caliphate will always ensure that the Nigerian election is a fraudulent selection process, so that they can keep criminals in charge of Nigeria, criminals they can manipulate to do their bidding. But this will come to an end. Thank you, my brothers and my sisters, for watching this video. Bye-bye for now.